Big Bang Theory Season 6 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important. If you aren't caught up to the point where I am, or rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to stay away from any sort of spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 6, Episode 5. The title of this episode is called The Holographic Excitation. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. Howard gets Stewart a souvenir from space. Stewart is getting ready for his Halloween party. It's his annual attempt to meet women. Raj is going to help him out and organize things free of charge, because Raj likes to do things like this. Howard takes every opportunity he can and every topic gets brought up to remind people that he went to space. It's ladies' night at the Cheesecake Factory. Amy says it doesn't get any better than this. Penny doesn't really want to go to the Halloween party at the comic book store, but she'll go even though she isn't really thrilled about it. Amy wants to go to the Halloween party in a couple's costume, and Sheldon surprisingly agrees and already has decided that they're going to go as R2-D2 and C3PO. Amy declines. She wants to go as Raggedy Ann and Andy, and Sheldon suggests Hewlett-Packard, or Hewlett and Packard. Penny stops by Leonard's work since she hasn't been there before, and Leonard shows her some holograms. That's where we get the episode title from. Penny tells him sometimes she forgets how smart he is, then locks the door of the lab and wants him to take off his clothes. Sex in the lab time. Raj shows the guys his menu for the Halloween party he's planned for Stewart. Leonard arrives a little late. Hello, boys. His hair is all messed up. Howard and Bernadette are about to have sex, and Howard keeps making space references as she tells him to try and not bring up the fact that he went to space. He isn't even allowed to point up at the air, or up at the sky, I should say. Howard talks to Sheldon and Raj about people not wanting to hear about his trip to space, the most unbelievable moment of his life. Leonard arrives late again as him and Penny had fun in the lab again. Howard and Bernadette are dressed up like Smurfs. Howard's upset and really doesn't want to go, or doesn't want to interact with people. He just wants to go. And then we see that Sheldon and Amy had showed up at this thing as Raggedy Ann and C3PO Andy. And Howard goes and is very negative at the party. He's just plain old Howard Wolowitz if he doesn't talk about his space venture. And then we also see that Penny and Leonard are there. Leonard is Albert Einstein. And Penny is like a cop, a not dirty cop girl or something like that. And then we have Howard and Bernadette back at home, and Howard is watching a video of Buzz Aldrin, one of the guys that were on the Apollo mission that landed on the moon. And after watching this video, of hearing Buzz Aldrin make space reference after space reference after space reference, Howard gets it, hearing all these space references, and that's what ends the episode. As far as my score of this episode of The Big Bang Theory, I'm going to give it a 7.9 out of 10. And then my character of the episode, there's a lot of characters in this episode that nobody, I think, really established themselves as the main focal point. I mean, you have Howard, but I don't think you think he would be the character of the episode, but I want to think that Leonard or even Penny, it was a toss-up. I ultimately went with Penny because she took an interest in Leonard's work, and that changed some things that had been going on. And then, of course, you all know that I rate Penny because that's the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory, because I saw her on the screen. So for this particular episode of The Big Bang Theory, I'm going to give Penny an 8.9 out of 10. So you've heard what I had to say. Now, it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you're Hulk smashing that like button. Share the video with anybody that you know, or put this video on any of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are. What would you rate this episode? and who would your character of the episode be. And if you want to rate Penny like I do, you're more than welcome to do that. And then, of course, I put these things in the end screen. If there's any videos that you want to check out or playlists that you want to check out, please do so. And make sure you let me know that you're doing that. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel to help me out. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.